I don't understand the schedule.
The PGA schedule?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. They're on, and then the season ends, but then they keep playing in events. Like I don't understand how it works.
Happy New Year. I'm Joe. He's Daran. Golf is back, baby. PGA Tour kicks off its 2025 season in Hawaii. And at Fareway Golf, we are running the Aloha ProAm, a simulator contest that combines your simulator score with two pros playing in the Sentry this week. Daran, how you doing? Let's talk about the golf. You excited for the PGA's return?
I'm doing good. I got a little sick over New Year's, but I'm starting to feel better. And I got to be honest about the PGA Tour schedule. I'm excited to talk about it, but I don't understand the schedule at all. Because I thought they were playing all winter and all fall. There were events that I saw on the schedule all fall.
It's very confusing. It's a big problem with the tour. Most people don't understand it. And even people in the field is changing every week. And this week, this used to be the Tournament of Champions, where the field was very clear. If you won last year, you were in the first tournament of the new PGA Tour season. Now it's more like the Tournament of Exemptions, because there's winners, there's people that finish in the top 50. Some people don't show up. Rory never plays here. It's confusing. So you're not alone.
I think it's good, though, because we started all this last year around January when the PGA season was kicking up. And the original idea for everything that we were doing was based on this concept of the ProAm, being able to play simulator golf with pro golfers and combine fantasy golf with real golf. And we've been running all fall without ProAms because there's been kind of a spotty schedule. And now I think the second half of our schedule here is going to be 80-90% ProAm events, I think.
So this is when we're back. I mean, for a while, the PGA Tour was on a kind of an overlapping across years type of schedule, and they're trying to make it easier so you can understand and others can understand what they're doing and when they're playing. But this is the first event of the 2025 season, so the first time they'll get FedEx Cup points, and this is the first signature event of the schedule too. So big purse for the players this week.
So speaking of resting and getting ready for the season, I did see that there's a couple guys missing from the tour. Scotty broke his toe. Or no, Victor broke his toe. Yeah. What happened to Scotty?
They claim he was preparing Christmas dinner, and somehow ended up with broken glass in his hand that required surgery. But I don't know, man.
Sounds like a party.
Sounds like a party. Sounds like something happened.
Scotty seems like he wouldn't be too crazy, but you never know.
You never know. You never know. I just don't trust it, you know.
And what's the Tiger watch this season? Like, are we still on Tiger watch? Is he only playing the Masters, or like what's the deal with Tiger?
So he played with his son Charlie at the PNC, and as with every time Tiger plays, everyone overanalyzes every single thing he does and tries to project it to other things, right? He walked 36 holes, so that was a positive sign that he might be playing some events this year, but he also in interviews said he's just not competition sharp yet. I don't know. Best guess would be plays in a couple majors and maybe the Genesis, his tournament. Yeah. Maybe we'll see him 3 to 5 times this year.
It's sad to think, like, we grew up watching him play, and even at this point, we're probably holding on. So what else is new with the season coming back?
There's always a lot of chatter about different things happening, like caddy changes, swing coach changes, Max Homa leaving Titleist, going to Cobra, and also joining Lululemon, joining Minwoo Lee. Interesting move. I think he kind of fits that brand. Speaking of Max Homa, he's got a different caddy on the bag this week. He's got Jordan Spieth's caddy, Michael Greller. They already stopped all the rumors about is that a long-term change or is something happening, but it's just a temporary thing.
I know you're a big Spieth guy. Do you think Greller's going to be happy to not have the Spieth talk this weekend?
I'm a little bit worried for my guy Spieth, because this might open Greller's eyes that he has a psycho that he works for.
I don't know Greller. It all depends on his makeup. Maybe he likes that. You never know.
Yeah. Should we talk about the Sentry? We got a field of 60. Let's jump to last year's results. So last year, Chris Kirk, not a big name, outlasted Sahith and my guy, Spieth. This place is an absolute birdie fest. Yeah.
Holy shit.
28 guys were 20 under or better. It's a par 73. A number of the par fives, they basically play as par fours, so eagles and birdies like crazy. But fun to watch. I think you get the prime time golf because they're in Hawaii and the time zone differences. It's always fun to watch. Should be another birdie fest again this year.
So that's kind of a big deal for the Pro-Am, right? Because, we try to make it in such a way that the pro scores don't determine everything. They can kind of move you around the leaderboard depending on how much you pick the right grouping of tier 1 and tier 2 guys. But if the lower the scores are, the more volatility there can be in the pro results.
Yeah. And the final round last year, you had wide ranges of scores. Some guys took it really deep, 10 under. Yeah, can really move you up the leaderboard quickly with one of these 10 under rounds. In terms of favorites, big names, right? There's probably 6 big names that everyone's expecting to contend with: Schauffele, Thomas, Morikawa, Cantlay. A lot of good options.
So I know you said it's a birdie fest at Kapalua, and it's going to be a lot of what it sounds like drivers to wedges. Do the long hitters have a bigger advantage on this than other events throughout the course of the year? Or is this more of an accuracy thing, like an iron play type course?
According to Data Golf, the most similar course to the Plantation course at Kapalua is Augusta.
Oh, holy cow. Got it.
Driving accuracy does not matter.
Yeah, you got to bomb it.
Driving distance helps a little bit, but this is really a wedging and putting contest. They're all going to be playing from the fairway. It's who can wedge it closest and who's going to have a hot putter. That's going to be the key this week.
That makes sense for Xander. I mean, that's Xander's strength, right? He's not the longest guy off the tee.
He got longer last year. That was kind of what unlocked his season. Over the last couple of years, he's gained a ton of speed.
Okay, so Joe, just for background, Joe looks at the field each week, but ultimately players get sorted into a tier 1 and tier 2 in this case. And fairway golfers playing the contest will pick one golfer from each tier.
For our fairway field for the Aloha ProAm this week, we got 12 tier 1 golfers, 24 tier 2, and a lot of good sleepers in tier 2. But tier 1, we got all the big names, right? From Xander, like we talked about, down to Tony Finau. A lot of experience on this course in this tournament for all the tier 1 guys. Tier 2, longer list, a lot of options, a lot of sleepers. So I mentioned Sahith earlier. He finished second last year. A number of guys that played well last year, and a number of guys making their debut as well that people have high expectations for this year, like Max Grazerman, Davis Thompson, Austin Eckroat won twice last year, Mav McNeely won in the silly season, and lots of great options to add to your team.
Are the world ranks from last year's finish?
Those are current. Yep. So that would include anything that people played in the fall.
Got it. Are we going to do picks this year? Do picks and keep a running tally and see who does better?
Let's do it.
This is going to be the ultimate test of somebody who follows the PGA Tour, Joe, to somebody who looks at some box scores and watches some golf when he wants to take a nap on Sunday. Yeah, I have some info in front of me, and in fantasy sports and fantasy sport betting, I like to take fun shots on different people. And you told me that it's not all about driving distance. It's going to be about ball striking and approach.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go Colin Morikawa in tier 1. I'm going to go Will Zalatoris in tier 2.
Okay. Willie Z. A lot of people are expecting a bounce back year. I think he's finally healthy. Okay.
You said it's like the Masters, right? So if it's like the Masters, Zalatoris tends to play well at Augusta.
Okay. I like that. I have to think about who's going to go low because that's the format. Who's going to get a hot putter? Tier 1, I'm going to go with Justin Thomas. I think he's due for a huge bounce back year. I have the just the experience in the back of my mind. I think he's really motivated this year. He made those comments about he thinks he can have a Scotty-like year. I think he's just riding high on confidence. And then I'm going to go with my guy Sahith Theegala.
Yeah, I could have guessed
in
it.
tier 2. You went to the bottom of the board. I'm going to go to the top of tier 2, the 13th ranked player in the world. Guy can roll it. He's going to roll it this week. I think I think he'll be a contender again this year.
Okay, so that's a problem. Will's not the best putter. He's a streaky player, so if he gets hot, he can go low.
He's a flusher, though. He'll have a lot of opportunities.
He's gonna have a lot of 5-foot birdies.
Yeah. Okay, I like it.
So teams will not be playing Kapalua. Golf Zone does not have Kapalua.
Yeah. So while the pros are playing Kapalua,
yeah,
we don't have that option on the Golf Zone simulators for our Aloha ProAm contest. So we thought it would be good to go to another country's version of Hawaii. So we're going to China's Hawaii, Hainan.
We have played golf at Hainan, in Hainan before.
We have.
It was hot, and there is a special drink of China called baijiu. It's a white liquor. It's basically Chinese vodka, if you want to simplify it. And when we were there, we were gifted some of this. And in 100-degree weather, we took that onto the golf course with us. So imagine sweating like crazy, playing golf in China, and taking shots of Chinese white liquor. So, Joe, tell me what you know about Hainan Clearwater Bay Course A at the Raffles Hotel.
Yeah. Clearwater Bay Course A is a resort course. Not a ton of information about it on the internet, except that it is highly regarded by the handful of people I could find on random websites that have played it. Very tropical setting, lots of cool bunkers, challenging water to deal with. Should be a good challenge for everyone, and a similar vibe to what you'll see on TV with the pros playing at Kapalua.
That's awesome. And then the white tees are what we're playing on Golf Zone. What's the quick stats on the golf course?
So this is the Golf Zone white tees, par 72, a little over 6,200 yards, 5 par 5, 5 par 3s.
Okay. Wow. A little camel-y.
Yeah.
Good luck to everyone playing this week.
Good luck. Enjoy it. Enjoy the golf on TV. Go low.
We'll see you next time.